Hi, how are you? This is Zita, your guiding luminary. Thank you for joining me today. I was inspired to do a reading following some of the comments I had last week about life purpose. And it seems many of us seem to be stuck and not sure what are our next steps. And this is very, very common. I just wanted to highlight as a life coach, what I do tell my clients is that we don't necessarily just have one life purpose. I believe the main life purpose is to help humanity. And in doing that, you need to love yourself. If you love yourself and take care of yourself, um, the sky is the limit. Unfortunately, most of us struggle with that. So, what I wanted to do today is see where we are or where you are on your next journey. What is your next steps for the next phase of your life, and not necessarily the rest of your life, especially if you're starting out your life in your early 20s or 30s. There's a long road ahead of you. So, as you progress, as you mature, as we age and life experiences teach us, there's many things we can do and aspire to do. And we'd only have one thing to do. Otherwise, we'd only have one passion in life. We could only maybe sing, but we couldn't dance, or we could paint, but we couldn't write. Many of us are multifaceted souls, gifted with many attributes. So don't feel you need to do one thing only. So in looking at the piles, pile number one, pile number two, pile number three, maybe more than one pile resonates with you, maybe because you have more than one thing to accomplish. Maybe you have more than one life purpose. The sky is the limit, and the only one who will limit this is yourself. So what I normally do is I shuffle before going live because I like when my cards flip or jump. And sometimes, depending on the deck, it can take quite a while. To save you a little bit of time, I did the shuffling and I allowed the cards to jump. So I set up these three little piles, and I've also put three crystals that maybe will help you in making your choice. So the first crystal is the amethyst. As I always say, this is my most favorite crystal. I just love blue and purples and pinks, but this royal blue purple is something that I gravitate to virtually all the time. And I saw it popping out quite a bit in this pile. The second pile has a rose quartz, and I would have to say this is probably my second favorite crystal that I use all the time. I usually carry it with me so that when I go outside, I try to emanate love and abundance and joy. So this way I can attract more love, abundance, and joy. And again, it went with the colors of the tree, which can sprout out different love and abundance. And finally, I put down the citrine, which is a crystal that resonates with your solar plexus and provides abundance. And reflected quite a lot in the third pile. So take a second or two to see which pile resonates with you, and then pick. If they all resonate with you, please watch the whole series of the three videos. Otherwise, I've gonna put the timestamps in the description below. Okay, so without further ado, I'll go with pile number one. For those who picked pile number one, this reading is for you with this beautiful amethyst. So I'll just put it over here. For those who are not familiar with the amethyst, it's a crystal that's very rewarding and comforting, and helps open up your third eye, which is located on your forehead between your eyes. And it helps you connect to your intuition and to be able to see things with deeper clarity and vision and mission to help you with your journey here on earth. So let's see what we have in store for you. Okay, protected, speaker, you're on the right path. Just align these so that they're nice and even. Okay, so okay, so it seems you are very important. You are a very sensitive, highly empathic soul that has a very important mission here on earth. With the awakening process, it seems that you're being called to do something very different and something that you never thought you'd be able to be doing. So you're being encouraged to reflect on what you want to do next, because what you do will change your career tremendously and project you into a different road that you never looked at and aspired to do. And that would explain this amethyst. So rest assured that whatever you're looking at doing, maybe you're looking to call as a warrior, because you see this angel here has his sword. It hasn't been drawn, so he's waiting to be called. So like he seems to have awakened a bit. You could see in his eyes that he's waiting for instructions. There isn't any real expression on his face other than calm, passive attention, gaze. So he's kind of waiting for instructions for the next steps. And he's actually waiting to be told what to do. So as is reflected in the second card, so perhaps you are here who you're a good speaker, you're a gifted orator. So when you walk into a room, people stop and look at you. You have the gift of the gab. You're someone who is very wise, probably way beyond your years. So if you're 20, 25, you may speak like a person in their 40s and 50s. If you look at this angel here, you could see that this person's really not that old. They look about 35-ish, but you can see they kind of feel confident. They've captured their audience. And they have something very, very important to say. And seeing it's aligned with this card right next to it, rest assured that whatever you have to say will be guided and protected. So don't feel whatever you have to say is you're doing this on your own. This information is being streamlined down to you because what you're doing is very, very important work and you're on the right path. So you may not necessarily be somebody like a CEO of a large company or the owner of a business, but you are someone who's gifted that even at parties, you may start talking about different things and you have this inner wisdom and knowledge that when you speak, people kind of stop to listen to hear what you have to say. You have a compassionate soul. You emit a lot of energy in your soul around you. You have this beautiful aura, and you can see this energy just exploding and pulsating right through the angel. So when you're out there speaking your truth, people listen to you because they resonate with what you have to say. And when you do that, you get uplifted. So almost like you see this angels just flying up. You get uplifted by your truth or whatever you have to say because people stop to listen to what you have to share. Because you have deep, deep wisdom. And with the amethyst, you are someone who's able to see into the future. You are able to see clearly things people cannot see. So this is really incredible because you could be probably a visionary. You may be someone who's able to create great works of art, or you're someone who can create all kinds of projects, products, create new ways of doing things, new services. So you're someone who has tremendous wisdom and vision. And you've been brought down here to create something very important. And whatever you're going to do, it's very well protected because you are here to share that knowledge with everybody else. And in sharing that knowledge, you will raise your vibration and you're going to explode with positivity and energy. And this is what people see when they hear you speak. They hear someone who's very confident. So chances are you're probably somebody who's very good looking. You have charismatic personality. You're very charming. You're out to help out, and you emanate this giving energy. And people look to you for guidance and wisdom. So take this as a positive and not a negative. So sometimes you feel you may be speaking too much, but you know what? There are people here who want to hear you because they need strong leadership, they need guidance. If you're called to be an actual speaker, to speak in front of groups of people, use that opportunity to share your wisdom, your knowledge, and your truth, because there are people who are looking for this light. They need you to guide them, they need you to show them the right path, because there's a lot of people who are lost, not knowing what to do in their next steps. So maybe you have an idea for, maybe you're working at school on a project and you want to find something different and try to get the best marks you can. So you're working with the teams, you just come up with these great ideas. Just make sure your ideas are protected, that the teachers don't steal them, and that you go and you share your information. You're on the right path. So the next two cards, the thinking man and the walking away. So what I would say here is to be very careful. As I mentioned earlier, it's so funny because as the card come up this way, chances are you could be coming out with a great idea, a great vision. But there might be people who, because it's upside down, that people might want to take advantage of your idea. People might be exploiting you and your way of being and not appreciating what you have to share. As I mentioned before, you are somebody who's very, very wise. So there might be a man actually that you're not aware of, or a female with very strong masculine energy who's coming in and trying to tell you your ideas are not good. And you got to go back and rethink. But deep down, this person's maybe jealous of the ideas that are coming your way. You are definitely gifted. As you can see, this man, he's looking at the crystal. He's being guided and he sees, just like this crystal, the amethyst, he can see things that perhaps his boss cannot, or his teacher cannot, or his parent cannot. So although you may be thinking, just be very careful to protect your ideas. You may have a beautiful feather in your cap because you are someone, if you're, for example, marketing, you keep bouncing out ideas. You have all this information just being downloaded through crystals, through visions, that to be careful not to share, and to share when it's appropriate so that people appreciate you for what you have to do. In the walking away card, you're being encouraged to stand your ground and not to walk away. Although if this card was this way, it would encourage you to walk away and that this wasn't for you. But because the card's upside down, you're being encouraged to explore this opportunity and to do this wisely. So perhaps you have an idea for a great product or service before you start approaching other people in trying to promote it or launch it. Make sure you get it patented. Make sure you have the legal documentation to support your product or service innovation so other people don't steal your idea. Be careful before you start talking about it or sharing that you're well protected, or you speak to the right people who can help you on your way. You're being encouraged to love what you want to do. So when you walk away from somebody or something that no longer serves you, this will pole vault you in the right way. So maybe you need to speak your truth. Maybe you need to go speak to your boss and share some information that you have, but maybe document it before you actually speak with them, because they may not be thinking in your best interest and they may steal your idea and present that as their own. So be very careful. This has happened to me. So I learn over time that whatever I have, when I'm trying to present something, I'm protected. I don't give all the information around a product or service without getting a formal commitment from a client. Or when I was working for the big corporations, before I sat down and talked to a boss or other colleagues or in meetings, I made sure I was protected. I had the proper information, supporting documentation, so that when I did speak about the new product or service, I was in a good place. So I didn't feel like I needed to walk away and defend myself. And the other two cards have popped out. is the great big love and call of the muse. So these two cards together is really interesting because both of them show a lot of feathers. So you're being encouraged to find out what you love to do. Because when you find your inner passion, there's actually a face here. I'm not sure it's going to be captured in the camera. There's a face here. So you kind of see the face looking deeply into the heart. So look within you to see what would motivate you, what inspires you, where's the magic coming from that's going to beam right through you up into the heavens. So in this way, you kind of see the energy floating upwards, that ideas are coming within you and you're going to be able to expand your heart, expand your love for your life and for the things you do. And as you see, there's a big star here that just popped right out. So this might be you popping out all kinds of great ideas. Look within to find your passion. And sometimes you may feel stuck. You're not sure what to do. Turn on some music. Get the creative juices flowing. Even if you're not a great dancer, it doesn't matter. Just turn on the music, start to sing, let yourself go, dance, go for a nice walk, go for a skip, go for a run. As you can see, this angel or this person, this woman, she's just in her element. Her hands are up in the sky. There's stars just shining everywhere. And it seems like there's this light coming from the heavens down to her. As there's light emanating from bottom upwards, here you kind of see energy flowing from the top down. So it seems like any ideas coming from within you, to be careful when you share this information and that you're well protected. And then when you get information or downloads from the universe, be careful before you speak to ensure that this information is guided to you and it's being sent to the right people, that the right people will get your message. Some people may be jealous, as this person here, and they may try to ridicule you, may laugh at your idea, but be careful, step away from them, walk away from them, but stand your ground. You don't want to run away from them. You want to make sure you set your position strongly and you confront them, speak your truth, but don't halt yourself from moving forward because you are here with a divine purpose to share information with the rest of us. So this is really exciting for you. Maybe you came up with a great idea for a product or a service, and it's time for you to bring it to the market or perhaps to speak to some lawyers or your teachers or your boss to try to bring this idea to fruition and bring it to the market. Whatever you're doing, you're being guided. Be very, very careful. Think of yourself and watch who you share your information with. Only with people you can trust. So I've asked the universe to guide me, and I've pulled out another deck called Oracle of the Angels, as there's a lot of wings and angels in this reading. So let's see if there's any final advice for you in this journey. Look for it to jump or flip. Sometimes a message includes more than one card, so it takes a couple of seconds. I love this process. There we go. This one looked like it definitely wanted. So the awakening. So you're definitely coming into a new phase in your life. This is a beautiful card. This awakening. It's also representing the awakening of the planet Earth. This lotus flower is exploding. You add the numbers 29 to a magical number 11, reduces to 2. So you've got an important decision to move forward. You're this being that's just going to be exploding with energy. You're going to be exploding with ideas. This energy is unbelievable. You could see her heart chakra just exploding outward. The light's shining out. Her hands are opened up. So she's going to be growing herself. So the energy will expand you from within because you, the lotus flower, just exploded. And as you raise your energy, your heart chakra will open up and you're going to wait for the gifts from the universe come down to you. You see this big crystal ball. It's going to come down shining at you. So you're going to be encouraged to share this new awakening with you, within you. Perhaps you will be a leader in this awakening process on earth. Perhaps you're going to become a leader in your community. Perhaps you're going to come up with a great idea and you'll be able to start your own business with this great project or product or service. The sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. So this is a wonderful reading. I'm very, very happy for you because it ends beautifully. So you have this vision. You'll have a beautiful idea. You'll think of something, or you've already thought of something or a service to help you. Protect yourself. Get the information you need. Speak to other people about it. You're on the right path. Think clearly before you move forward. Don't walk away from this idea. Find what you love. Go out, let the universe create with you. Let it come through you, within you, through you. And in closing, this awakening is a perfect timing for you, for a perfect time to move forward into a new direction in your career. So this is a wonderful reading for you. I'm so excited, really happy for you. I hope this resonated. Please like and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And if you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to help you. God bless. Thank you and have a great day. So for those who picked pile number 2, this reading is for you. And this reading is topped by the rose quartz, which is a heart-centered crystal to help you open up your heart to new abundance and love. And the more you open up, the more you radiate out, the more you're going to attract into your love, more love into your being. Wow. Well, it looks like you will be going through a career change. It seems that you are a writer by nature, or it's one of your gifts. So in modern times, that would maybe be somebody who's a good blogger, someone who writes blogs or writes articles, can write pamphlets. You can be in the traditional sense. You can also write on websites. This is a great passion of yours. The other message I'm getting is that you may need to try to find a little bit of some meaning within you, because there seems to be a story to be told about your life. You're being encouraged by an angel who co-writes perhaps a book inside of you that needs to come out. You radiate a lot of love, and you can see it's funny how the crystal matches with this card. It landed right on top of the card, and you can see this angel's light just busting open from the heart. And it says here, your divine purpose is to bring healing light and love to the world. You're embarking on a career change that will bring joy and abundance to you and others around you. So I'm not sure where you are in your life cycle and what you're considering, what your profession is. Maybe you're at school still. Maybe you're still young enough that you're in school. You're not sure what you want to do. So maybe it's a good idea for you to start journaling. Or if you just finished school and you're looking at starting a career somewhere and you're exploring being a blog writer, there is definitely something here. Maybe you're a spiritual teacher, so you're going to come here and write about spirituality. This is something that'll be really a lot of fun for you, because at the top of this tower in the career change, there is this angel that's beaming in light, completely beaming in light outwardly, just like this angel here. I'm really excited for you, because maybe you don't realize how good of a writer you are. Or maybe people have said, oh, you can't make a career out of being a writer, but there's many ways of writing, and a lot of people cannot write very well, so they look to others who are gifted to write. Perhaps you can be a translator, perhaps you can be someone who writes scripts for movies. There's many great opportunities for people who love to write. The next two cards have come up. Seems that you're not sure what to do now. Maybe this is an opportunity for you and you're come to a fork in the road. Perhaps you are thinking of going back to school, not sure which major to apply for. Maybe you finished school and now looking for a job and you're not sure what to do next. So you're being confronted now with a decision in the two unknowns. Because both, I just looked, both opportunities are there. Both paths have the same illumination. Both paths have the same vegetation. It's kind of dark as you're not sure what you want to do. So both paths, neither one of them is really lit more than the other. So there's no clarity. So it's like you really don't know what to do. You're not going to make a bad decision though, because they're both leading you in the same way. But both paths are unknown. Maybe you're just starting something completely radically different from what you were doing before. It's a completely new career opportunity for you that you never thought you'd be doing before. Both have beautiful butterflies, both have leaves, both have actually unknown as a direction, both are pointing a certain way. So what I'm hearing is that this is actually very good because you cannot make a bad decision. You're just not able to make a decision, which is not the same. Because if you choose to go left and you realize, it's really not what I want to do, you can always come back. But as you go, I'm not sure you can see that, but the road here gets a little clearer. And the same thing here at exactly the same part, at the same point, there seems to be some clarity. So you cannot make a bad decision. Either way, you'll get more clarity as you move forward. And another card here, this one normally, had it been up this way, would mean that what you're trying to aspire to, or there's people around you who are going to try to discourage you from moving forward and doing what's really your destiny. But because it's upside down, so any negative talk you may have had around you before, it will leave. There's ideas here that will spark and will make you money. And you'll do this honestly. The deception or the dark period, like this darkness in this tree here we see, will be over. The light will start to emanate, it'll start shining. So the deceit, the clouds, the darkness, not the capacity of not being able to make a decision, the feeling of being stuck, that you can't move forward, you don't know what to do, you don't know where to go, you don't know who to talk to. It's great because it's behind you. All your self-doubt is going to dissipate. It's going to disappear. This is wonderful because you will be guided by the light. The light will help you find the road, which route. And like I said earlier, there will not be a bad decision. You're embarking on a beautiful career opportunity and a change that'll bring you a lot of joy and a lot of satisfaction. And if you were stuck and not sure where you're going to go, the clarity will come in to help you. Things are working out beautifully for you. You see that? Everything is aligned in perfect harmony, and this journey will be very profitable for you because you will be able to have an established career. You'll find tremendous joy in what you're doing. You're going to love what you're doing. There's going to be a lot of beautiful music, a lot of energy, a lot of, you see, there's a lot of sparkles, there's a lot of stars, the music is flowing, there's a lot of beautiful light emanating from this card. So you're coming to a point where you're going to find beautiful harmony. You're going to find a great balance between personal life and your professional life. You're going to actually find, perhaps you're going to be one of those lucky people who will actually find something they love to do, make money from their inner deepest passions. Perhaps you're a musician. Perhaps it's your calling to write some music. And the song you're going to write will be a tremendous hit. So any darkness you may have been feeling in the past, it will dissipate completely. And This will bring you tremendous fruit and abundance. Look at this tree. The energy, it's full of reds and fuchsias and violets and butterflies and stars. This journey you're embarking upon is beautiful. There's magical energy that will be coming in through the universe from the earth to give you the push that you can branch out virtually anywhere. You can write about anything. You can write music, you can write songs, you can write playwrights, movies, books, pamphlets, magazines, a blogger, you name it, it's infinite. Your opportunities are going to be unbelievable, and you're going to have so much joy, so much joy, so much peace, so much happiness. I'm really happy for you because this is something that's really rare. Once you get behind the deception and darkness, the deception here is within you, within your heart. If you look deeply, you're going to find your passion. You're going to find the writing. It's going to bring you beautiful music and harmony, and that you will have this opportunity to gain this abundance that you so desperately need and want. So close your reading. There we go. You're being encouraged once again to follow the light. Surround yourself with beauty. Go out in Mother Nature. Make your biggest wishes, and you can see this energy coming up. So again, as in the first pile reading, there's going to be this fire that's going to start within your belly from your root chakra. As you can see, this cauldron's right at your root chakra. So you are going to get this energy. There's these fairies right around here. They're going to pulsate. They're going to bring in this vibrant resource and energy and thought process for you that you're going to just explode out. The energy, you're going to have the drive, the determination, you're going to have that bounce, that skip, you're going to get out of bed so happy because you know you're going to be doing what you love. And in pursuing this great joy, you're going to be guided by your angels and guides, by this beautiful source of energy that's going to come and hover around you and guide you so that you can find your way in these woods. This energy is going to help you find and help you make that decision. This is just so beautiful. There's lots of light, lots of energy, lots of positivity, lots of love, lots of vibrant energy. This is absolutely a beautiful reading, beautiful reading. So the only thing that's holding you back is you yourself, your self-doubt. Let it go. That's behind you. Look at the light, go outside, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the birds, look at the tree, go hug your trees, because what you're going to be doing is going to bring you so much light and love. You're going to just be one of those few lucky people. I'm so happy for you. Please let me know if this resonates with you in the comments below. It'd be so nice to know that I've been able to share this information with you and perhaps give you the inspiration to move forward, not to give up on your writing, and to go and enjoy this new chapter in your life. So God bless. If this resonated with you, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. Thank you, and I hope to see you again. And for those who picked pile number 3, this reading is for you. This reading is being guided by the yellow citrine. And this crystal brings a lot of abundance and wealth in many shapes and forms. It can bring abundance to your health, to your family, your friendships, your relationships, your aspirations, and also monetarily, so you can have those beautiful things that makes your journey here on earth that much more desirable. Okay. Study. Books. Well, unlike the other cards piles, you actually have 4 that popped out. So you have an important purpose here. You're being encouraged to go back and start studying. Not necessarily having to go back to school, because you can see this gentleman, he looks like at least to be in his late 70s and early 80s. But you're being encouraged to perhaps explore the idea of something new. You're being encouraged to do some more reading, some research, to help you gain confidence and a bit more clarity about your career. You are someone who's very, very intelligent, and that's represented by this owl. So this gentleman has the key hanging around his neck. So the message I'm hearing is that the key for you to perhaps progress in your next phase in your career or in your studies, perhaps you're in school or you've gone back to school or you're taking some night courses, is that you need to do a little bit more research. Maybe you're trying to apply for this job. You're looking to change or get a promotion. But before you can actually do that, you need to reconnect with some books or some literature, or it can be something on the internet. It doesn't necessarily have to be a physical book, but you're being encouraged twice now, side by side, to look deeper within and to find what you can do to be better at something, because you're out to build something very important. Perhaps you're currently working as an apprentice. Perhaps you could be a plumber, you can be an electrician, you can be a dancer, you can be building homes actually, or other buildings. So you're being encouraged because you're looking forward into your future, that you want to build something. You need to go back and get a stronger understanding of what else you need to do to make yourself better, to make yourself a better plumber, electrician, a builder, a career person, a leader, maybe to go start your own business. Maybe you're looking at starting your own business, and you need to do a little bit of research before you move forward with this idea. You are very sensitive and very aware that whatever you're going to build can bring you a lot of prosperity. Perhaps you have an idea. It could be a spiritual idea, because I see her looking at these crystals. And the crystal I aligned to this pack is a crystal that will bring you prosperity. The citrine is a crystal that we would put around our solar plexus, right around our belly button. And that is where you have that aspiration to create something, to build something, to develop something, to make something very significant that will bring you tremendous wealth and prosperity. You'll build something very big if you study and do your research to help you move forward. And you won't be doing this alone, because you have little helpers here. So there's a little angel here right behind this bigger angel who's encouraging him to build something. Don't think you need to do this by yourself. Maybe speak to people in your family or other good friends you trust. This is an important time. You're going to make an important decision that will help you move forward and propel you in a career. So yes, going back to school may not be what you really want to do, or getting more information is really not what you want to do, but this is something that can make or break you. It's something that can make you to live a comfortable life versus becoming a millionaire. So why not? Maybe you want to go into the real estate business. You need to go back to school to get your license. Go ahead and do that. You're being encouraged to go back and do that because you may have been looking at other people with envy. Had this card come up upright, envy, because this person, although well dressed, you could see that she or he, it's hard to tell, has, no, it's a female, she's got nail polish on. She's got this chalice, and it's full of coins and full of gold. And she's holding up a string of energy here. So although this person is well-to-do, she's looking outwardly. She's not appreciating what she has. She's not appreciating. So that's why everything around her appears dark, because she's jealous or envious of what other people may have. So what you're being encouraged to do, you, to succeed, to be that builder and not to be envious of somebody else, you need to study. You need to ground yourself with more information. So if you look not to be envious of other people, you need to do your own homework. You need to go out and get that license. If you want to become that real estate agent, you need to go out and get licensed so that you can go and build your own fortune. You're being encouraged because this card is a yin and yang, but because it's up, it's the yin that takes precedence. So you're being encouraged to look within and keep this information and knowledge to yourself and go within to the books and get the knowledge that you need. You're encouraged to do this slowly. Don't rush. People, like Rome wasn't built in a day. Your career will not be built in a day. This dream will not be built in a day. You're being encouraged to do this calmly, but in a pragmatic way. Do your study, do your research, be sensitive to other people, be sensitive what is out there, and get the information you need to do so you're not envious of other people. Look within, confirm this is what you want to do. When you're tired, because had this card been this way, you would have been encouraged to meditate a little bit more about what you're aspiring to do. But because it's upside down, the information or the download I'm getting is that it's time for you to take things slowly, to rest when you need to, but to move. The yin as well is telling you to move forward, but cautiously. Had it been upside down, the yang energy would have been more of the fire energy to push you forward. Whereas because it's the yin, it's a darker side. So you need to make sure you align your emotions, you align your aspirations with the money you want to make, with the prosperity you're looking to attract, to do this properly. And the next two cards that popped out, it's a tall tale and a merry motive. So you're being encouraged to be very careful what you tell people. Here we see a character, a puppet, that reminds me of Pinocchio. He's sitting on top of this tall hat that perhaps I would think like a magician would wear. To be careful what you tell yourself and others, but most importantly, be careful what you tell yourself. Speak your truth and don't lie. Don't become a Pinocchio where the little nose is going to poke out, and don't lie to yourself. Most importantly, don't deceive yourself thinking you could do something when perhaps you haven't done your homework to get you where you really aspire to get you. Because if you look at here, I was just drawn to the 35, 3, 5, adding together adds up to 8. And in numerology, the number 8 attracts prosperity and wealth, which aligns you with this crystal. So look within to see the ideas you have around you, and the creativity will come in. But when you're sitting up on that tall hat, don't lie to yourself about what you can't do. Don't underestimate the work it's going to take for you to get there. Try not to cut short your journey, and make sure your motivation is right, that your motivation is done in its truth. Because if you're only motivated with money, and that is the only thing that's motivating you, you're not going to be very happy. You're going to end up sitting on this tall hat for a very long time. And if you do aspire to get the money, you're not going to be happy at the end, because all you're going to have is money. So what is really important for you is to look within and to see what motivates you to give you this joy. So for example, if you do want to go into real estate, maybe you become a builder and you can help the community. You can build something where it will allow the community to prosper, maybe some community center or some park with a playground. So if you are able to combine your wealth and your aspiration for accumulation and prospering But if you couple it with giving back to the community, you will be beautifully rewarded. So you see the stars that here, they're kind of bouncing all around, they're kind of floating, but you're being encouraged to find those stars and clip them so that you can look at them. And they are drying up or glistening over an open pit of magical energy that's glowing and flowing upwards. And as my finger continues, it goes right through to the citrine. So as long as your motivation is with your heart to balance energies between you and others, to give, you will be very encouraged to go back and study, build your dream, build that business, create that idea that will pole vault you to make you different. So you are a sensitive soul. You didn't just come here to make money. You came here to make a difference. Yes, perhaps you're envious of other people of all the wealth they've had, but by aligning yourself with the universe, looking deeply within, planning your next steps, and speaking your truth, you will find the magic and the direction that will find those ideas or those buildings or those projects that will make you very, very well rounded, accumulate tremendous wealth and prosperity. So I hope this reading resonated with you. Please like and subscribe to help my channel grow. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the description below. Thank you for joining me again, and I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Thank you.